Welcome everyone to the Everydayman podcast here on the Everydayman Network. I'm your host, Cordero Hicks, my co-host Jay.
Hello.
And Kenneth.
Yo.
And we have another exciting show for you guys today. If you are new here, welcome. If you are an old listener, thank you for rocking with us, man. We greatly appreciate it. Jay, how you been doing?
I'm tired.
I know
I'm sick of this weather.
I know you're tired. You just got off of work, so I really do appreciate you recording with us, man, because I know you're tired. It's been a long day for you. 12 hours. It just...
Yeah, you see how cold it was today?
Yeah. This weather been crazy because, like, we had... Okay, it been warm. I was in shorts, like, last week. This weekend was warm because we went to Charlotte. And then we had tornadoes down here in the south. And yesterday somebody said it was snowing in Columbia.
That what they said, but I don't know what part of Columbia it was.
Yeah,
but they said it was so. Even in Eve, my godmother in Florence told me it was snowing outside. Yeah. And she was like that they went outside and it was snowing before they knew it was gone.
Yeah, and it didn't stick. It didn't stick. It was crazy. And like just that fast in the span of a couple of days, man, we had so much crazy weather down here.
I burning up at night, and I was like, man, I hate to put the air on, make it cold in here, but I know it's not that warm outside.
Yeah,
I'm tired of this weather. I'm ready for the summer. I don't really care for the summer, to tell you the truth, but I like summer clothes, but I don't care to be like burning up where it's too hot to go outside. But I'm ready for the summer. I'm sick of the winter already.
Because the winter don't want to let it go.
Because we didn't enjoy our Christmas because it rained again.
I know
it's
why,
like the damn fourth
winter be
Christmas
like,
of rain.
Winter be like, all right, I'm out. Gotcha, bitch. But I know why. Because winter's coming. Game of Thrones dropped a new trailer, and that's why winter ain't leaving yet.
Oh, really?
Winter's coming.
That's you believe that?
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Kendall, what's going on with you, man?
Nothing, man. This guy is crazy. That's what it is. Winter's coming.
Yeah, that's what it is. Winter's coming. You don't watch Game of Thrones, so you don't know.
I don't.
You don't watch.
You sound like a fanboy.
And that's what I'm saying.
You gotta watch it. It's worth the watch. It's worth to sit down and binge too.
I'm telling you, and we gonna get into that. That's what I want. That's what I wanted you to be on the show.
I haven't watched the trailer. I don't want to.
Because I got the trailer right here.
Oh, okay.
And the thing is, Kenneth don't know shit about Game of Thrones. So that whole segment would have just been me by myself talking to myself.
If there's anybody out there that watch Game of Thrones, you need to be on this show.
Yeah, because every week
it's a waste to talk to somebody that don't know it.
I know, right? Because you can't get into like the details of stuff, like
Because people that like it, I mean,
Loved
they go
it.
crazy. I don't know if they're like Star Wars, Harry Potter crazy, like dressed up in character.
Yeah, I think
but
so.
You think so? Have you seen those? I haven't seen them yet myself because I probably just haven't been on the sites to see them. But Game of Thrones. I mean, a lot of people talk about it.
Yes, we'll get into all that.
You never watch that show.
You gotta watch this show, man. Like
you need to sit down and just binge watch it.
He hadn't even given it a shot.
Oh, you so close-minded.
Yeah, it's hell. It's hell. It's ridiculous. I'm telling you, you watch the first episode. If you're not hooked by the first episode, whatever. We'll get into all that though, because I wanted to talk about something from the first episode. But before we get into all that, we also got me and Jay checked out the Leaving Neverland, both part 1 and part 2. We talking about 4 hours here now, cuz.
Oh man, did we even finish it?
I think I stopped like 10 minutes.
I think you finished it. I didn't get to finish like all of part 2.
The last 10 minutes, it wasn't really nothing. It wasn't really nothing worth.
Yeah, but I wanted to see like what they told their families when they finally became like interested in females, because they never talked about like if they dated females. Like
no, both of them are married.
Yeah, they're married now.
We're getting to that. Also, we gonna talk about the whole R. Kelly thing. He did an interview. He sat down with Gayle King, and I had the whole interview. I have the clip that people made memes out of, which is kind of crazy, but the internet is just evil. It's an evil place, and we live on it.
It is terrible.
We'll get into that, man. We having a jam-packed show. A few things too. I'm gonna sprinkle in there every now and then. But before we get into it, make sure you guys head over to our website at theeverydayman.net, where you can find all of our content, all of our shows here on the Everydayman Network. If you listen on SoundCloud, Make sure you subscribe and give us those hearts. If you listen on iTunes, give us those 5 stars. We need it. Make sure you subscribe and tell a friend, tell a friend. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Around here, we big on priority. And since we know we watched the whole Leaving Neverland, which this shit is long, man. Shit like 4 hours. But we got to do what's right, and we got to do what's right by the people. So the first thing we got to get into is the Game of Thrones. They dropped the full trailer. Remember, they was doing HBO promos. They'll throw Game of Thrones in there for like 30 seconds, and everybody get excited about it. But now we have a whole trailer. It's like 2 minutes, roughly, a little over 2 minutes of trailer. So we have the trailer. We'll watch it. And we'll give our thoughts on it. Kenneth don't know nothing about Game of Thrones, so he ain't really have no thoughts on it. I guess. So we'll get into it, and we'll be back with our thoughts on this Game of Thrones trailer.
I know death. He's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
Everything you did brought you where you are now. Where you belong. Home.
They're coming. Our enemy doesn't tire. Doesn't stop. Doesn't feel. I promise to fight for the living. I intend to keep that promise.
All right, that was the trailer for Game of Thrones Day. I ain't gonna let you, I'm hyped. I'm ready. Kenneth don't know what he's missing with this show.
But you know what? I had a few people say they just not into the whole medieval times, which I think is crazy because some of this stuff could have been true in the past.
People once believed there were dragons. Hey, they were dinosaurs. I don't see why not. Mm-hmm. I really don't see why not. But that's people like, oh, they got dragons. So what? Dragons don't come into like season 5. No bullshit. We on season 8. Dragons really don't come into play till like later on.
Really? I thought it was like the 3rd season in.
But they're babies though.
Oh, when they're like big and they get the damage.
Yeah, like the ones you see on the
and
promo.
then you don't even get to see them that often because it costs too much money to put on screen.
Yeah, right. When you see Drago, he's the biggest one. Like that motherfucker does damage. You don't really see he don't get that big until like season 6.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So we on season 8. So it's been a long time coming. And Kenneth, I don't know if you you don't watch Game of Thrones, so clearly you hadn't seen the trailer. But it just look like these dragons, man, they look beautiful. Like
the detail on them is really good.
They look real. They look really real. I think this, of course, Game of Thrones has like the biggest budget for shows.
Their budget really big.
Yeah, they like it's over $1 million per episode. That's why they look. If you watch the trailer, the shot that they have, like
I want to know how much of their scenes are actually taking place in some of these places.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. The guy who plays Jon Snow, Kit, I think it's Kit Harington, I think his name is. He saying that they actually built Winterfell because they wanted to make it seem more realistic. Like they use CGI with like real scenery. That's why you see the dragons flying over Winterfell. That's why it looks so good. You know what I'm saying? Like these dragons, like the show Game of Thrones, look better than movies.
Yeah, the dragons are really.
They have a scene.
The way they make them up.
Season 7, when Jon Snow walks up to a dragon, and that you can see all the details. Like he walks up to it, touches it, brave him. Cause I wouldn't do no shit like that. But it's the reason why the dragon didn't eat him. But they get into that later. It's the reason why he was able to do that and not get fucking killed. But like you said, the detail in it is it's amazing. To be honest with you, Kenneth, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh man, you all loud. You're really loud. Yeah, but let me try to turn this down. If that'll work. But yeah, the Game of Thrones, the TV show, like I said, man, you really got to get into it. It's like, for me to explain it, the first couple of seasons, it was a lot of politic and going back and forth. We didn't get to like a whole lot of action. It was some battles here and there, but most of it's like politics. That's why it's called the Game of Thrones. Who can outwit who to try to get this damn throne? And that's really all it is. A lot of betrayal. It's a lot of. They kill off this show. A lot of people like it because they not afraid to kill off main characters. I remember me and Jay first started watching the Game of Thrones. We said I watched the very first episode, the very first scene of the very first episode. Something happens that changes everything and leads, and it's funny how that scene end up leading up to what they have to deal with right now. Like, because we have these pretty much like zombies, White Walkers.
Yeah. They put the threat right out there.
The real threat. Like, fuck all that bullshit y'all talking about. Y'all can kill each other y'all want to, but y'all gonna have to deal with this problem.
Kingdoms and want gold and want
So the beginning of the episode, you like, oh shit. At the end of the episode, you're like, oh shit, because you got a kid that get pushed out like a 3-story window. You're like, no bullshit. Like that's literally the last scene of the first episode. He sees something he's not supposed to see, and his ass get pushed out a window.
It's terrible. They cripple a little boy.
No bullshit. They cripple him like he hadn't been the same since. And like this show is unapologetic.
They tell him you don't have to worry about doing no walking for the rest of the couple seasons.
Yeah, just sit here in this chair.
You get to run around for the first 20-30 minutes.
Right, that's all you go do. And he grew up on the show, you know, because he was like a little kid then, but now Bran is older and he got these abilities. Become the 3-hour Raven, which means he can like see into the future, into the past. He's able to do things now that he couldn't do before. Maybe if he never get crippled, he never get these abilities. Mm-hmm. But his ass get pushed out a window, yo, like in the first episode. No bullshit. Like they don't play in the Game of Thrones. It's not like one of these other shows where they play it safe. No, like the characters you like, more likely they're gonna die. You know, like you have to be ruthless in this world, because if you're not, yo, you're gonna get ate. And that's just what it is. Like, it's certain things happen leading up all the way up into this series. And I see a lot of people saying that they forgot a lot of stuff that happened.
It's easy because it takes so long for these seasons to come out that you kind of like drift off, and then you catch a little clip and then you're hooked again. Mm-hmm. So
that's one of the things they were saying. But I know for me, I don't forget now. I'm pretty good with movies and stuff. I remember everything that ever that happens
in movies.
Yeah, I mean, and the Game of Thrones, because the shit is good. Keno, you should check it out. At least give it a chance.
I'll probably never watch it.
Try to watch.
You say you probably never watch it.
Probably not.
See, want to give it a shot. Yo, it's literally like the best TV show ever. No bullshit. Yes. Like it really is. Like it's the best TV show I ever seen.
Man, that is a
stretch. As far as the graphic,
no way. Like I think the best TV show besides that maybe the first part of The Walking Dead was good, but it started to fall off. The Game of Thrones actually got better as it went on. Dexter was great, but the last season was so bad that it kind of messed the series up for me. The last season of Dexter was ass.
Was that
terrible?
The last episode was definitely ass.
How it ended it?
How it ended, yes. You can't stick a landing. That's why I hope the Game of Thrones don't make this mistake. Because we don't know who's gonna get the throne now. Because now they have to deal with these White Walkers, and now he got a dragon because he killed one of her dragons.
Yeah, and that why they're because her strategy is to let them kill themselves, and I'll be the last man standing because she still got that green stuff.
Right, that's what Cersei thinks, but she don't know that the Night King, he don't play no games.
But how's he gonna get to her? Because he got crushed that water.
They freeze everything.
Oh, they could freeze stuff.
Yeah, they not go and remember.
Oh, the dragon can.
If you remember when Jaime Lannister left King's Landing at the last shot of season 7, it started to snow in King's Landing, and King's Landing is like the south of Essos. It's like the south.
It's like Florida.
Right,
a lot of water in there.
Right, but it's. Right, imagine it snowing hard in Florida, and that's why it was snowing, because they can't pass the wall. Remember, they took down the wall because this nigga got a dragon now. And Tutu know what the fuck we're talking about because you don't watch Game of Thrones, and it's crazy. You remember when Dany lost one of her dragons? It was a smaller dragon. It's not one of her big ones. Of course, they ain't gonna let a bigger one go.
One of her little baby.
Yeah, it was one of the smaller dragons. But I mean, this mother threw like a spear and cut his throat. Mid-air. That shit was crazy.
But it's because it hit him in the side.
I thought it hit him in the throat.
No, I think it hit him like in the side.
I think him in the throat. Cause remember, he tried to breathe fire and it was like coming out.
I don't remember it.
Yeah,
I remember he hit him, but I don't think I remember him hit him in the throat.
Oh, like he was in the Olympics.
I don't know. Don't worry about it. They have it the whole season on Sling. I will go back and watch it.
Yeah, It's a few of the shows a few of the scenes I want to watch. You want to watch this show. A few of the highlights is the Battle of the Bastards was good. That was a good.
The Battle of the Bastards was good.
That was a really good scene. The Red Wedding was a good scene. So
oh my god, that was
it's crazy. It is crazy. See, that's what I like about this show. That you would have never seen that coming. You would have never seen that coming on any show ever, because they had the balls to do it and not care if they lost views or audience. I'm telling you, if you're a favorite on this show, but fans start to like you,
they take your ass out.
You know you're going to die. Like, okay, they gonna write me off because the first season they kill off the most honorable character they've had on this show.
Yes,
and that was Ned Stark. They chop his goddamn head off.
And it's super quick.
And he was trying to do the right thing. And it was like, no, you're too nice. Get him out of here.
They kept damn Littlefinger all that damn time. They killed him, and it just took so long to kill him. I'm like, why didn't get rid of him?
I think because right now there's no time for politics, and Littlefinger's one of those people who pull strings behind the scenes because he'll get you to do something. But right now the threat is so big with the White Walkers and the Night King that we don't have time for politics. This is all about war right now. Politics is out the window. Nobody's gonna listen to you right now. Because Jon Snow already said we need every woman, every man, every child. Everybody has to fight now. His ass ain't no fighter, so we got to get him up out of here. Even in the beginning of this trailer for season 8, you see Arya Stark breathing hard. She has blood on her face. When the last time you see Arya Stark? We can play this real quick one more time. No, it's not a flashback.
I know death.
No, you see Arya Stark. There. She's standing against the wall. She's breathing hard. Her face is bloody. Well, last time you see her like that, she's a badass now. She's a faceless man. She's an assassin. So what the hell is she running from? She don't run from nobody. She got Cersei, the Hound, and the Mountain on her list to kill. So who is she running from?
She didn't kill the Hound.
No, she didn't. They became friends. But I'm saying she still had Cersei and the Mountain.
No, she did kill the Hound. Remember?
No, the Hound is the one that got the burnt face.
I thought he died though.
No, he never died.
I thought she finally killed him.
No, he's in the trailer. You wasn't paying attention?
No, I didn't see him.
Yeah, but all of them in the trailer.
It's a dark trailer.
It is a dark trailer. Because it's night and winter has come and shit about to get real.
Yeah, the Mountain. Why is she killing the Mountain again?
Because he just go around killing people.
They had to do something to her for her to win killing. I don't remember the Mountain being on her list.
Maybe the Mountain, the one that swung the sword to cut her daddy head off. That's season 1.
I think so.
But yeah, Kenna, man, you should really get into Game of Thrones, man.
Cersei, I'm waiting for her to die.
Is this and from the trailer you see like she has like this worried look on her face as she's about to drink the wine, and people are like, well, she's supposed to be pregnant. Why is she drinking wine?
They don't care back then.
Right, that's what somebody was saying. But it was like, well, maybe she lost the baby because
they said she wasn't gonna be able to keep none of her kids.
Right, that's what they said. That's what the Maggie the Frog, the woman in the woods, told her. Like, well, you a little evil motherfucker, so you have all your kids go die.
You did not say it like that.
Yo, so all her kids died. One of them committed suicide. This bitch jump off and got them.
He just said, "Boop."
Yo, and that scene.
It was just the way it happened is not funny that he committed suicide. Don't get me wrong, that is not funny. It's just the way they set it up. It just didn't look right.
Well, she caused her son to commit suicide because of what she did. Mm-hmm. She did some foul. That shit was gangster. It was some gangster shit she did. I mean, this mother just took out all her enemies in just like a blink of an eye, just that fast. It was that. She's good. She was good. Cersei is a good villain, but she can't win this. She don't have enough manpower. Her brother done left her. She lost all her kids. Both of her brothers with the North now. So she don't have anybody except for the mountain and her little, science.
Crazy man, scientist guy.
Right. So we'll see. But they didn't really focus a lot on the Greyjoys. So we don't know his sister is still kidnapped. And
the Greyjoy.
Reek and his sister.
Oh yeah.
So they didn't focus on them at all. But maybe, I don't know. It comes out next month. I don't know if we'll get another trailer. There's so many teasers.
Coming out next month.
Yeah, I'm just ready for the shit to drop.
Me too.
It's only 7 episodes.
I think I'm gonna take off for work for it.
But it's supposed to be an hour and a half each. We talking about $1.5 million per episode. They say each show this season is supposed to be movie length. So they're gonna be like an hour 20, hour 30 minutes every episode.
I've talked to customers, to patients, customers. I talk to patients, right? I just spark conversation as time go by, waiting for tests, whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's so funny that, do you think it's weird that a lot of people cut off some of their streaming apps just until the month they need them when their show about to return?
No,
a lot of them tell me like, oh, I cut off my HBO, but I'm gonna have it back on when
Game of Thrones come back. I'm telling you, it is real.
I was like, really? They was like, yeah, I'm not paying all that. All I needed for Game of Thrones. Talking about, because I need to watch it clearly. I don't want to have to worry about pausing and reloading.
Yeah, and it's the most watched show ever. They got the highest rating of every TV show ever. So it's like record breaking and all that. You really should get into Game of Thrones. That shit is so dope. You got any other word before we move on from Game of Thrones?
No,
because I can talk about this shit all episode.
Too long.
I can talk about Game of Thrones.
It's gonna be a long show.
I could talk about this shit all day, Jay. I'm hyped, son. Kenneth, you there? Because he quiet because he don't know about Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he left out.
He left out.
I didn't say all that out.
Yeah, he wanted to. But yeah, Game of Thrones come back April. So April, I think early April.
No, it's April 14th.
April 14th. So we got
be out of town. No, we be getting back into town. It's on a big Monday. 14, 13, no, 12, 13. No, it comes on a Sunday.
Of course, Sunday.
We'll be just getting back into town.
Trust me, that day everybody could be tweeting about it. Monday, everybody be talking about it at your job, everywhere. So don't miss it. It's gonna be great, man. I can't wait.
No, I ain't going to work that Monday.
April's gonna be a good month.
I took off so I could rewatch it just in case.
Watch what?
The Game of Thrones.
You took off?
I took off that whole weekend. I took off from that Friday until that Monday. I'm not going back to work until that Tuesday.
Oh, whatever.
I'm serious.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I knew you took off Monday.
I took off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Oh, well, that's crazy. All right, now we got the Game of Thrones talk out the way. We can go ahead and get into before we do, they saying that the whole Momo thing is a hoax now. Did you see that, Kendall?
Yeah. That's the first time, and then it popped back up again.
Yeah, they say it was a hoax. It wasn't nothing real, nothing threatening, and things like that. It was like when Kim K brought it up, her Instagram or whatever she spoke about on her social media, and then it was like became a thing all over again. So you just have to be careful. Hoax or no hoax, just be careful out there, man. People,
kids are affected by it.
Crazy, evil ass people out here. Because you seen the video of the little 5-year-old kid that called the cops saying he was scared of Momo.
I didn't see that, but I seen that little boy that didn't want to go to bed, and the mom had to take him to a therapist because she was worried about him being scared.
Yeah, the shit just look creepy. They say it don't even exist no more. They say the creation the actual sculpture has been destroyed.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. That image is still out there. People still going to be able to use it.
Yeah. Somebody supposedly...
He shouldn't destroy his art.
I don't know if that's why it was destroyed. I'm not sure. But somebody put it in a Reddit post and it just went from there. Yeah. So, it's a hoax, so they say. All right. We go ahead and get into... like I said earlier, me and Jay watched 4 hours of maybe some of the most disturbing things I've heard in a while. And it's no, not,
I think that lady and her kids was maybe a little bit more disturbing.
Okay, I forgot about that.
That thing was disturbing. The stuff she described.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that right now. I gotta stay on topic now.
Oh, excuse me.
You see me trying to set this segue up, and you just shit all over my. Yeah, but we watched Leaving Neverland, and I've been wanting to check it out. It came out last Sunday, I think. Sunday, part 1, and Monday they aired part 2. So like yesterday, me and you sat down and watched it, and I took a couple of notes. A lot of things you already knew, but we will watch the trailer. We're getting a little more detail about it. Keenum, did you watch it?
I saw some of it.
You saw some of it? Yeah, man. This is crazy. We'll get into that because I know you got something to say about that. So we watched the trailer for Leaving Neverland. We back with our thought.
Everybody wanted to meet Michael or be with Michael. And then he likes you.
I was 7 years old. Michael asked, do you and the family want to come to Neverland?
We drive in and forget about all your problems. You were in Neverland. It was a fantasy.
The days were filled with magical childhood adventure experiences. Playing tag, watching movies, eating junk food, anything you could ever want as a child.
It's like hanging out with a friend that's more your age.
Just kid things. They were just doing kid things. He just came across as a loving, caring, kind soul. It was easy to believe that he was just that.
Out of a storybook, right? Out of a fairy tale.
Hello, Wade. Today is your birthday, so congratulations. I love you. Goodbye.
There's no thoughts of this is wrong or anything like that.
He told me if they ever found out what we were doing, he and I would go to jail for the rest of our lives.
Secrets will eat you up. You feel so alone.
I want to be able to speak the truth as loud as I had to speak the lie for so long.
Okay, that was the trailer for Leaving Neverland. Like I say, me and Jay sat down, watched part 1 and part 2, a total of 4 hours watching Leaving Neverland. As we all know, of course, Michael Jackson's dead. He's not here to defend himself. I think that's why some people don't like it, amongst other reasons why they don't like this docuseries or documents and documentary. But we know Michael Jackson's history as far as him and his infatuation with little white boys. Why you laughing? I'm serious. I'm trying to have a
little white boys.
Jay, I'm trying to have a serious intro. He laughing, but serious though, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's cut the shit. Jay, from what the things you saw and you heard, what are your initial thoughts on this? Like dead raw. Tell me how you feel about it. Because let me tell you, because we meant to record earlier, but Jay didn't yesterday. But Jay didn't want to. She didn't want to talk about this. She didn't want to talk about this at all.
This should be interesting.
So what are your thoughts on it?
I still don't want to. I don't want to be a part of that conversation. You can have that conversation.
No, Jay, this is what we do. It's a podcast. We talk. Come on, what are you doing? Why is she messing up my show? What are your thoughts? Seriously, what are your thoughts on leaving Neverland?
That was a hurt for me.
All right, she acting silly. Like, for real, I'm about to cut that out. That part out the show. Anyway. So
why do you want to talk about it?
I don't know. You can leave, right? You can leave this part of the show. But yeah, I mean, for me, for some reason, I believe some of the things that they said on this, I believe it's true.
Yes.
I do not believe that Michael Jackson is at no fault in this whole thing, especially considering that he's the adult in all these situations. And,
exactly.
And in the documentary, they actually go into like details, stuff about what happened to them.
Yeah, that was uncomfortable.
It was uncomfortable to listen to and watch them talk about it. Now, if you did watch it, but the first kid, Jimmy, that's who starts off the documentary. He goes and his whole story, and all the stories are similar. They pretty much all started in the same with Michael Jackson. And we talking about a span of maybe like 10 kids, seem like, and like in rotation. And it's just so weird to me that a grown man would go out his way to befriend a child. And
right.
The fact, and the most dangerous people are usually the ones that can get you to trust them the easiest. Because if you listen to people, all you ever heard about Michael Jackson, that he was so friendly, how he was so easy to get along with, how he made you feel like you could trust him, make you feel like you could tell him anything. And what does that sound like to you? Like when you hear those words to describe maybe like a serial killer or a serial rapist or somebody a con man. These are the same traits that someone who has charisma. Like these are the type of people. These are the same traits that you hear when people do something to you or do bad things to bad people. You hear about those same traits, like the trustworthy, all this, they do that. But for him, when you watch this documentary, and Michael's dead, he's not here to defend himself. But the thing is, I think people are like, well, he's not here to defend himself, so we don't want to see it, don't want to talk about it. But I didn't see any footage of Bill Cosby being with the women that accused him.
Exactly.
Video evidence of Michael Jackson actually hanging with these little boys like they're like best friends. You actually have video of them at Neverland doing all these things in the limo together. They actually have recordings of Michael Jackson leaving voicemails on these kids' phones back in the day. And you also have the parents saying that yes, Michael Jackson would call my son's phone, speak to me for a little bit, but talk to him for hours, 6-7 hours at a time. And she said when she did, pick up, I guess, the other phone and she would check on it, what they were talking about, and she was like, it'd be little innocent things. And I think people, especially like to say that he had no childhood, which we know, we understand, we know his backstory. He was abused as a kid, forced to be in the entertainment industry, whether he wanted to or not. He became successful, and the more successful he got, the more weirder he got, and that's just the truth. More people don't want to believe that. But the thing, I know, Ken, I would ask you what you think about it, but you hadn't seen it. But they do go into like graphic details. My whole thing about it was, what bothered me the most was like, besides Michael Jackson being Michael Jackson, was like the parents and how the parents allowed them. It's one story they tell in here. The parent herself, she actually says that they was at the Neverland Ranch, and they went on a trip to the Grand Canyon, and Michael and the son went to LA. And I'm like, and she said she had like started to feel like uneasy. I'm like, you don't know this man. Why would you let your child go with, no matter he's a superstar or not, you don't know him. Why would you leave your kid with him? Because all expenses are paid. You got all inclusive trip. And I wrote it down that in my notes here somewhere. I know I got it wrote somewhere that the parents were they were attracted to Michael's fame and fortune. And that's seems like that's really what it is.
Is those the same parents that he got that house for?
Yeah. Actually, one of the parents he took out a loan for. They took out a loan from Michael Jackson. They were paying it, but when he got in trouble, the mother said, "Well, he called and was like, don't worry about paying me back." So he bought him a house, pretty much. And the reason for that, when he got in trouble, he needed to testify against him. And at the time, they were still kids. They weren't adults, of course, because he's still staying with his mother. And the mother pretty much was saying, "Yes, Michael, give us a loan with low interest rate, but when this thing started happening, he needed my kids to testify," and they did, under oath, but they're children. And when children don't want their idols or their heroes to get in trouble, a child will say anything. We have a child right now that won't say stuff we want her to say it, or whatever. I'm pretty sure my daughter will lie for me. If she knew I would be in trouble or harmed, I believe she would lie for me, and especially a mother. So I don't hold kids I don't hold them that accountable, especially when they're like 11, 12, 13 years old, testifying under oath. That means nothing to them. They don't understand. They're kids. They don't know. All they know.
But they were testifying against. Well, that was the case with the other little kid accusing him, right?
Right. That's when the other kid came out and was like, Jordan was his name. That's when Jordan came out. Was like, Michael did this, and
That's a tough one, man.
They testified on his behalf and was like, no, Michael's a good person. Never had any issues out of Michael Jackson, and went from there. But the second kid, what was the Jordan situation? I wrote here my notes that they did settle $15 million out of court, but that's the one who father committed suicide.
Yeah, he committed suicide. It's crazy.
Right. They say a lot of reasons. I don't know if it's because of the Michael Jackson situation. They say it's not, but you really never know why people do things that they do.
They probably was eating at him, man.
Like, he killed himself. You don't really know. You don't really know what these people are going through, especially when you have your kid. Especially, I think, is that the one where the mother left? I think.
Yes.
Like the situation, like Michael Jackson broke up a family, and it's not his fault directly. I think people get it twisted. People can manipulate things or move things where you have a choice of this or this, and both of those choices are going to be bad, but you just don't know it yet. So what he did was he promised them that he would take care of them and all that. So this woman took her son, and she left her husband and her older son and came to America. She took her son and daughter, and came to America. And they was living in the projects. So Michael Jackson pretty much told him, yeah, I'm going to take care of you. But when they got here, they thought they was going to be living the lifestyle that they lived when they would come visit him or whatever. But come to find out that they wasn't. Like, they were living like in the projects, struggling. And in the meantime, Michael Jackson had to find him another friend. You know what I'm saying? He running around with another little white boy, Jordan, and Macaulay Culkin. And I had it written down that Macaulay Culkin, he even said on the podcast, and matter of fact, this was recently, he said that him and Michael was good friends, and he also said that Michael contacted him after he got success from Home Alone. So I don't know what it is with him, his obsession with little white boys. I'm serious. I don't know what it is. Like, you didn't see him running around taking a lot of pictures with all the black kids.
No, he didn't.
You just didn't. I don't know, because we know our people not going for that shit. I don't know.
Definitely not going.
You look at if you looked at Michael Jackson and you be like, this is the most harmless man I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he looked more like a woman than anything. He's super skinny, maybe a size.
He look
one
weird, man.
Pants. Like, yo, like my arm is bigger than his whole body. He's harmless. He can't do nothing to nobody. But I think that's the mistake that a lot of these parents made because they feel like they were so safe around him. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, Michael Jackson wouldn't never do that. You don't know. Like, you wouldn't know. What grown man, you wouldn't want your kids around him.
Right.
Michael Jackson was going to these kids' house, sleeping over in their house. Not at Neverland. He would go to their house, their little small house, and spend the night with the kids, and the parents would allow it.
In their bed. The point is, why is a grown man sleeping in the same bed as your kid?
Right. Right, and why the parents allowed it, and why would he want to do it? You can't tell me.
Because he's Michael Jackson. That's why they allow it. You know why. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
I don't care who it is. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, at all.
I'm
Even
giving you the why.
if I don't give a damn, Beyonce can't do it. My daughter can't sleep with bed Beyonce. I don't know her. And she's Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would do it. I'd take her spot.
Oh, really?
But me? But
Hell yeah.
She couldn't do it, but I'd take her spot.
You want to sleep in a bed with a stranger?
No, I want her to feel safe. That's all.
Really?
Because I'm going to try it first. And if it's okay, we might think about it.
Stupid.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
So, no, but seriously though, he did it with the kid in Australia. He did it with the other kid. And it's the what was disturbing was the details that they went in when they was like him and Mike got sexually involved with each other. That was hard.
Right.
That was hard to listen to. What else was hard to listen to was even the voicemail that they played that he was leaving on the phone. That's hard. It's hard
to listen to that the parents allowed them to be with Michael for like days, hours,
weeks
days,
at a time.
Weeks. He asked to have the kid for a year one time.
Yes, he did.
He
was going back and forth with one parent because he wanted the little boy to stay with him.
So he told them, well, give me some time so he could get adjusted from leaving for me. I'm like,
yeah,
leaving to go back to his own family?
And to be honest with you, like, it's just so much evidence against him. No, they never found any evidence him being sexual with them.
Well, they claim that
they never found any tapes. They didn't find any sex tapes. They never found anything.
The maid said there was.
The maid said they were, but Mike has so much money where he can
buy out anything.
He can influence things, and he got the money to pay $15 million to settle out of court. And people say, well, that's not a mission of guilt, but he got the kind of money that'll break you. Like, you will go broke before he will. Mm-hmm. That's how corporations do it. Oh, you gonna sue me? We'll stay in court. I tied up in court for years. I can do that.
Right.
They got the money.
And but him, he paid $15 million to the Jordan family, to that kid. Also, when he got caught up again, the second time, remember this was like back in 2003. And at this time, the kids, what's his name? Jimmy and Evan. Jimmy and Wade. I'm sorry. Wade was the second one that was speaking on the documentary.
Wade was the second one.
Wade was
with the curly hair.
Wade, Michael, remember at the time, this time, them and Michael Jackson weren't really communicating with each other. Until that happens, and they wasn't gonna get involved with it. But I think Jimmy was subpoenaed. He was served. He had no choice but to go and testify. But the other one did not do it. The other one of them did. I think with Jim. Wade didn't do it, if I'm not mistaken. They get them mixed up. So it's just crazy. So, but at this time, the mothers of the kids are like, man, that's two kids. Now we what's going on here? Why these people keep saying these things about you? And it's funny that it took all this for them to see that it was weird that he wanted to have your kid. Michael Jackson wanted to take a little kid from his mother and had the balls to ask her, could he have her? What kind of shit is that? Now, we don't have audio of that. That's what he's saying is true. This is all allegedly, except for the stuff they have on film. Stuff they do have a lot of video. Man, they have a lot of videos, a lot of pictures, and just him just playing around like something is wrong.
And like the parents would never be with the kids when he's in public with them. That was strange.
Right. You ever notice that? Nobody never. And that's the thing. The black community, I think we are so forgiving at times. And that's gonna be our downfall. It is beginning to become our downfall. Granted,
we're only forgiving to certain people.
Yeah, the whole Bill Cosby thing. Bill Cosby locked up. We didn't think about his ass no more.
That old man.
Bill Cosby don't have any evidence saying that he did anything to anybody. Yeah, he did say that he would give drugs, but back in the day, everybody was on drugs. I mean, no bullshit.
That shit was normal. I just explained that to somebody earlier. That shit was normal back then.
Yeah, it's not an excuse, but it's the 80s. Everybody fucked up.
Exactly. In the movie Friday, Smokey clearly says, I'll give her another Quaalude, she'll love me in the morning. That's what he said.
Yeah, that's what he said. You love me in the morning. That's what he said. And the whole R. Kelly thing, which we'll get into that after this. Granted, there's a tape. I think I saw it. I don't really remember it.
Which one?
The R. Kelly sex tape.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember. But he got off. But he's still trying to get him. But for some reason, nobody wants to touch this Michael Jackson thing. Like nobody wants no part of it. Nobody. They say Oprah has gotten death threats.
Yeah, it's bad for Oprah out here.
They say she's gotten death threats because she interviewed Wade and Jimmy. Oprah.
Like people are on her ass.
Wow.
Yeah, she's gotten death threats.
They own her ass.
They got balls.
Right, and I'm like, that's how much people love Michael Jackson. They can't see no fault. Granted, he's dead, but that doesn't change his behavior. His behavior is documented. Like they are video evidence. I mean, hugging on kids, taking video, being all weird with white kids and stuff. Like having play dates. How you have a play date with a kid? You 30 years old having play dates with a 10-year-old.
It's not like it's a.
When did he spend time with his own kids?
Go and sit with and talk to. This is just like regular kids, like
regular white kids.
It's
and granted, I see people get caught up in his money, his fame, his fortune, and that's what happened to the parents because that's and what I think one incident they say they spent the night over there and it was like, and the grandmother say she woke up and thought she went to heaven because it was just so beautiful. Like when she walked out and saw the garden there and all this everything he had, and it was just so nice. And I'm like, I can imagine. I mean, he got that kind of money to do it. I
see how they think it's okay for the kid to spend a night in his hotel room. And then on top of that, you guys wasn't even in like the connecting room. You guys wasn't even in the same suite.
Right.
It's still not okay for him to spend a night in a bed with another grown man.
Right.
That's not your father. I mean, you barely let his brothers sleep together. I mean, I didn't get it. She said she was on a whole different floor.
Right. She said she was like over time, like that room started getting further apart. In the beginning, she said the room was like next to them. Next thing you know, they'll be down the hall. Then she'll say one of his assistants come in. Oh, we couldn't get you a suite close to Michael, so we got to put you on the floor below. And she said every time they started getting further. Hell, for all we know, them motherfuckers in another hotel.
What kind of paperwork his assistants had to sign to say they'll never open their mouth, not a beat? Because to really prove their cases, they could just ask the assistants. But I'm pretty sure they're signed up so that if they ever make a peep, they might find themselves in jail.
And my whole thing, like Michael Jackson, like. I guess music, like we love the music, but the nigga's still weird.
Yeah, he always. I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, they said it's a skin condition.
He's the
reason why he is the way he is.
Michael Jackson type motherfucker that I would be scared of if I saw a nigga at night. Yo, like nigga scared the fuck out of me.
None of them look mixed.
Why you laughing? I'm dead serious.
Hey, that's what made me think about that Atlanta episode.
See, I told you, that's what I just thought of. It's the episode in Atlanta. That Teddy Perkins episode reminds me.
Oh, that shit is so creepy.
That's the Michael Jackson episode. That's why that shit is creepy as hell. If you see somebody who look like Michael Jackson in the dark, in the fucking doorway, you gonna run. And I'm not talking about the Thriller, the Thriller with the zombies. I'm not talking about that Michael. I'm
Just
talking
regular Michael.
Regular everyday Mike.
I'm talking about the Michael without the makeup, without the sparkling pants and the jacket with the zippers. I'm talking about regular Michael Jackson. If you saw a nigga in the dark, fucking silhouette, you go get out of here, man. Cause he's really skinny and he's like weird at the time. Like at the time, I was like, man, because you look at his face, he looked like really, really not the Pepsi commercial Michael, because at that time he was a little darker still. Mm-hmm. But over time, of course, he got lighter and lighter and lighter. And then remember, he tried to fix his nose, and he was looking crazy for a while.
Oh my god, his nose.
Oh man,
yeah.
At some point,
and they show that in the document. And like he's with one of the kids, you could see like his nose. I think on his right side, I want to say, was kind of messed up and
like caved in.
Right, and it was like, damn, doctor, fuck you up.
Like Skeleton, he looked like Skeletor one time. He looked real bad.
Like you would be terrified. So yeah, I can and somebody like that, I can see why they could be so non-threatening. Because don't get me wrong, he did a lot of great things, just like all of them do.
He talks so softly.
Yeah, he's the most non-threatening, scariest person I've ever seen in my life. Like it's crazy. Like he's so soft-spoken. He's real. He don't look threatening at all. Like he's like when you see Michael Jackson, he look like he couldn't. He looks like he wouldn't hurt anybody. But if he stood there and pretend to be a mannequin, you know, like you walk by mannequins in the store, you would walk like away around him, like how you would cross the street. You see like certain people in hoodies, it'll be like that. It's weird.
Oh, this guy's crazy.
His whole thing. Also, I'm a fan. I always would be a fan of music. It's the music. But the man has too much of a dark cloud over his head. I mean, I'm not saying that everything that these guys saying was true, because I don't know. Nobody was there. Only people.
Some of that shit sound like some Michael Jackson shit, man.
It might, but what I'm saying is, you can't tell me. I'm the type. I don't even like our daughter sleeping in bed with me. Like, she an ex and I tell her no. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, me and Jay in bed together, I may roll my back, be turning her light for a little bit. I may try to hold it in the middle of the night, depends on how I'm turning. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me a grown man is in the bed with a little kid and y'all not touch skins nowhere. It's damn near
right.
I don't care how big your bed is. When you're in the bed with somebody, you want to be close to them.
Yeah, that's just naturally. Yeah,
it's natural. You will want to be close to them. You want to touch them, hold them. You know what I'm saying? And you can't tell me he never touched on them. It seems fucked up to think about, but it's like a leg, nothing. Like you never brushed against his leg. Like you can't tell me you ain't never do nothing. Y'all under the covers.
Man, I know them little kids was terrified of how he looked. Yo.
No, they was so.
I think he had the money to adopt kids. If he wanted a little kid in his life so bad.
Yeah.
He got kids.
Those are his kids. But
allegedly.
I feel so bad. I don't know why they're lying to those kids.
Them kids know Mike and the goddamn daddy. Anyway, they went into that one of the victims on the documentary when it said that Michael called and was like, all right, we can't talk to each other as much. We can't spend as much time together. That's because of I think that was the very first person who alleged him accused him of doing something to them. Mm-hmm. Remember that when he married
Elvis Presley's daughter?
Presley's daughter. That's when he had the fake get married and all that shit. Like, yo, you ain't see up until then, all you see Michael Jackson with was little boys. You ain't never seen him with no women. All of a sudden, you married. They get the fuck out of here. Like, and it's funny.
Right.
It's funny. I remember.
How much did she get paid for that?
I remember the HBO special. I'm sorry, an HBO special, but Cat Williams first stand up on HBO.
Yep.
And he went in on Michael Jackson. And I wish I had that clip. And you say Michael Jackson still around here smelling like little boys, and I was supposed to be excited. And after that, he just went in. But people love Michael Jackson so much that it was like, Cat Williams shouldn't have said that. He didn't apologize. He didn't back down because he felt how he felt. And people in the business know what's going on. They know. Just like everybody.
Of course.
Like everybody knew about supposedly R. Kelly. Everybody supposedly knew about Bill Cosby. Everybody supposedly knowing about Harvey Weinstein. These so-called open secrets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So all Hollywood have secrets. Everybody know this man was different. He was different, and they know that. Nobody, because all them people who supported him, they know damn well they would not leaving their kids around Michael Jackson.
Exactly.
You may like him, but you know something is wrong, and we were not. I don't know what it is. I don't know the whole. Granted, he sold a lot of records. He did a lot of good for the world. He made a lot of white people cry. He made a lot of white people faint. Shit is crazy when he would go on tour. They were just showing how even grown men was acting over him. But you can't tell me everything was on the up and up with this type of behavior. Maybe he had a psychological problem. Maybe he viewed himself as a child.
I don't know, man. Self-esteem? I don't know. Probably. I don't know.
Maybe. I think it's a strong possibility he did look at himself as a child. And, you know, sadly, it is. I think, of course, it wouldn't be hard to believe that Michael Jackson had a psychological issue that made him think in his head that he was still a child based on like the abuse he went through as a kid. And everybody loves to say he didn't have a childhood, but a lot of people don't have childhood that don't turn out like that. I know it affects people different ways, a certain ways or whatever, but I don't know. But like I say, they doing better now. Both of them are married on the documentary.
Yeah.
Both of them are married. One of them has a kid. They said like he goes into that depression or whatever. And that's the thing though. We don't believe people sometimes. That's crazy. Like everybody believe every girl on the R. Kelly Surviving R. Kelly series, but nobody
let's go.
The victims of the Michael Jackson thing.
Mm-hmm.
They have no proof that R. Kelly did anything to every single one of those. Granted, he has a tape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about all these women who came out, and some of them even defended R. Kelly, and now some of them are saying that yes, he did do this. Even his, I think his ex-wife. Remember, she had the video saying that like his song was playing in the background. She was like, "Oh, that's my man, that's my whatever." But now she's saying he's a monster.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody crucified R. Kelly. You got to get into that. But with this situation here with Michael Jackson, nobody wants no part of this. Oprah was the only one that touched it, and you said they trying to do her. But she's Oprah. She got enough money. Ain't nobody. She's just on. Nobody go do nothing.
They just talking.
Yeah, you can throw it all you want to. Hey, what's that episode from the Boondocks? The guy who tried to get in from Oprah got his hand cut off. Bushido Brown.
Bushido Brown.
Bushido Brown cut his hand clean off. Hey, Bushido Brown kept the hand. Oh man, yeah. But speaking of R. Kelly, and speaking of Oprah, Oprah best friend, what's her name? Gayle King.
Gayle King.
Gayle be in these streets. Well, Gayle getting them checks. Oprah say, "Nah, man, we good, but you gotta get your own money." You know what I'm saying? Don't be like
right.
Callie said, "Don't be like Jordan to Callie. You gotta get your own money."
No, you did not have to go there.
which she got cut off. How you sleep with your best friend sister man?
She did not.
Did she do it?
She did not.
She didn't do it.
I'm just talking. I don't know. I didn't fact check that shit.
They said she didn't do it. They said he just kissed her.
That's what she say. But I'm saying, how you do all that and your homegirl a billionaire? Cut that shit out, yo. The girl just became the youngest billionaire.
I guess money don't matter.
And how you fucking the money up?
Money don't
how you
matter.
Fucking how Jordan fucking the money up, Jay? Come on, man. Granted, now she has her own money because her pops had money. But still, your friend is a billionaire and you staying with her. She didn't make
your own little mini house.
She ain't making you pay no bills. What you doing? all these niggas, all the other NBA players you could have tried to get with, who actually make more money than Tristan Thompson.
And that boy is not that cute at all. He is really funny looking.
Women are attracted to tall men, especially when they're in the NBA.
Yeah, but it's a lot of tall niggas in the NBA.
Come on now, simple mathematics.
She went with somebody who played for a better team and everything. They in Los Angeles. She couldn't get a Clipper.
The heart wants what it wants, man. He must got gold in his hands.
Oh man. All right, so let's get back and get serious. Get back to R. Kelly, man. R. Kelly been going through a lot lately, man.
Oh, poor him.
Is that sarcastic? Cause sarcasm in your voice? I don't know anymore. Start to forget what sarcasm is these days. But anyway, you actually have R. Kelly, man. He went to jail. They finally got him. They actually saying they got another sex tape. They saying they got another tape. And I'm like, this nigga, if that's true, R. Kelly is clearly the stupidest man on the planet. He's
the dumbest.
Because if they got you one time and you still keep your evidence, bro, you deserve to go. Just go ahead and lock yourself up.
Right.
But now,
they said they got another tape?
Another tape. They really do say they have another tape. The police say it's in their possession. But they can't release it if it's true. If it's true, we don't know because we haven't seen it.
They can't release it without the girl permission.
No, they can't release it anyway because the girl's underage and that'll be child pornography, so they can't release it even if they wanted to.
Really?
Right. The first sex tape, somebody leaked it. They leaked it. And somebody made a copy and flood the streets with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's right. That's how that happened. The first one wasn't supposed to get out either. But they said they have a tape. They arrested him. 10 counts. They had him with 10 charges of sexual misconduct. And so he bails out. They were like, first they were saying like he ain't got the money to bail. Like, damn, where R. Kelly money at, bro? But R. Kelly was like in a whole lot of legal shit too now. He settled a lot of stuff, man. So he didn't have the $10K to get out of jail. Some woman, a businesswoman from Chicago, actually bailed him out. No bullshit.
Cut it out.
Yeah, that's how he got out. Yeah, she did.
What kind of women he know?
All kind of women. He's R. Kelly. And
well, he couldn't know a grown woman because
she was grown.
Obviously, he know too many young girls. Well, obviously, yeah, this one she must be grown.
But as of this recording, R. Kelly is now locked up again. And that's not even, and that just over child support.
Over child
support? Yeah, they fucking with him.
They fucking with him. Yeah, you right, kid, man. They fucking with R. Kelly.
Bringing the hammer down.
No, man, they fucking with R. Kelly real bad right now. They fucking with him. Like, all right, we go embarrass you. We go really go after you. Chicago PD is really putting the hammer down on R. Kelly. And what the hell about Jesse Smollett? We ain't forgot about you, bro.
Right.
Is he free?
He's free. I think he's free, but we ain't forget about you now.
Oh,
just because he got R. Kelly out here, we ain't forget about you. You Chicago too. But yeah, he can't remember. He's back in there now because of that. Before he went back in, did you see this interview?
I didn't get to see.
I don't have the whole interview. I just got the part with him breaking down and
making a scene.
Yeah, let's hear that.
Losing his mind. He's about let's hear it. I know his ass want to laugh at R.
He just want to laugh.
But for real, no bullshit. I have it, man. We go listen to it real quick. All right, here we go. This is R. Kelly with Gayle King, saying that.
Didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I can't help it.
Hold on, son. That's just funny, yo. That's just funny. He said, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me.
It's not funny. What he's saying is how he's saying it.
It's how he was acting too.
Robert. 30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You're killing me, man. This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it.
What?
Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment. His publicist helped calm him down.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're going to let the camera keep rolling.
doesn't even make sense. Why would I hold all these women? Their mothers and fathers told me, we're going to destroy your career.
Oh, man.
I believe that shit, man.
You believe what? That they out to get R. Kelly?
Yeah, I believe that last part. So I believe that shit wholeheartedly.
I think it's some truth to both sides. He actually is saying that if I'm really holding him hostage, like, how y'all talking about holding him hostage? They can go. That's better what he's saying. Like, y'all tell me I got these women. I ain't got no damn women hostage.
Right.
Like, if they're over age and if they want to stay with R. Kelly, I mean, that's their business. They're grown women. They can, but a lot of people are like accusing him of being manipulative and
believe in the ex-wife that he was
seducing these women and saying that
she don't count because she said all of that shit and then had another baby with him. So I don't want to hear nothing she got to say.
I didn't know R. Kelly was still hot. That people think that they need him to boost their career. I didn't realize he was still that fresh. Like, I know he probably got connection because he knows people because he's
he's an amazing writer, yo.
Artist.
But he writes a lot of hits for people. He wrote songs you probably don't even know that he wrote.
Yeah,
his pen is amazing.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So, he actually saying that
maybe he's just the easiest person to get to.
He said y'all trying to ruin his life. He's pretty much saying that people trying to ruin his career, which his career is pretty much
where is that?
Yeah.
And like his kids say on air, they already say on TV that he doesn't see them and they haven't talked to him.
But is that because of him or because of them? How old are all the kids at this point?
Some of them are kind of teenagers. The one that transitioned from a girl to a boy, I think she was a girl. Or was she a boy? No, she was a girl.
One way or the other.
He's a male. She's still pretty much a teenager. She's not off to college yet, or she's going off to college.
Okay. I bet she's probably scared to tell people I killed her daddy. Or his.
Probably.
Yeah, because they said they was embarrassed. Some of them said they was embarrassed. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, I would say that too. That I mean, I think there's some truth to both sides of it. But what is the truth? I don't know. All I know is I've been hearing R. Kelly like little girls for a long time. Even the whole surviving R. Kelly thing, some of his people who used to be cool with him or used to like recruit young girls for him came out and was like, yeah, this is where I picked them at the McDonald's or whatever. And they say even after he got bailed out, he went back to the McDonald's where he used to recruit young girls. I think he did that just to troll people.
That shit sounds way too good to be true. That shit is wild.
And like I said, I don't know, man. This whole R. Kelly,
yeah, I don't know.
It's tiring, man.
It is tiring.
It really, you either lock the man up or leave him the fuck alone. With R. Kelly, that's kind of like where I'm at with it. You go lock him up or leave him alone. That's what it is. And I really don't think he will be charged with all 10 counts. I highly doubt it, unless they have. I mean, it's Chicago PD. It ain't like the FBI came after the nigga. You know what I'm saying? The FBI come and get you. They got you.
Maybe Chicago be doing this thing, man. Maybe Chicago police be on it.
Everybody knows Chicago is full of shit.
Police ain't own shit.
So I don't know. But just like he said, and just like you said, matter of fact, what he said with Gail, it pretty much sums up the whole leaving Neverland for me. He said that people don't want to believe. And that's how I feel about the whole leaving Neverland shit. He literally just said, y'all don't want to believe. Y'all want me to be guilty. For whatever reason, you want to hate R. Kelly.
Now, wouldn't that be some shit if he was telling the truth the whole time?
If he was telling the whole truth the whole time, that'd be some shit. But the thing that they have on him is the whole Aaliyah thing.
Is that damn tape.
Is to marry the whole Aaliyah and actually have like the marriage license or whatever.
Yeah.
But if the parents, I think her parents knew about that. So he's not all at fault with that whole Aaliyah situation. And it seemed like the whole Aaliyah situation got worse after she died. You know?
Yeah, it did.
Because when she was alive, nobody was grilling R. Kelly. Like, you married her young.
He wasn't grilling her like that either.
Right, because she was here to say, because she was here to pretty much make that null and void. Because all right, yeah, or say no, I didn't.
Right.
But after she passed, it's like it started coming down hard. I'm like, yo, what's going on here? So I don't know. Is he like I said, lock the man up or let him go? I mean, that just.
But it's just sad because you got these parents that really believe and really feel that their daughters are being held hostage, and a lot of people sympathize with that because they have daughters. So
yeah, but is there any proof that they're being held hostage?
That's the part.
That's the thing,
right?
You have these women coming out saying
the girl. They recorded it. They released the recording. That girl said, "I'm fine. I'm good. Leave me alone."
Yeah, but if these are grown women, just walk out the door. And if something happened to you, we know R. Kelly. R. Kelly can't do nothing to you. He's under the gun right now. He can't do a damn thing to you. Like, if he got a sex dungeon, why don't the police raid his house? That's
what I was about to say.
If he got women locked up in chains, why nobody got a warrant to check his house? It is just that simple. If he's that much of a menace, if he's that much of a serial sexual misconduct I think that's not a word. But whatever he is, and they think he does a lot of it, of course, because going back to the 1990s, he's a serial whatever he is, because, of the accusations. Why don't they get a warrant and go in his house? They get a warrant and go in a little drug dealer house they want to bust.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And go get him. If you go in and get him, go get him. That's what made me think that they don't want to get him. They just doing this shit, man. They had a whole R. Kelly thing. I don't think they really want to go get him, because they want to go get him, they'll go get him. And they can actually,
I'm not talking about shit.
Everything. When
somebody got my door.
In the whole Leaving Neverland documentary, they got the footage where they went and raided Neverland. They went through everything, found safes and tapes, but nothing was on them. Whatever. I think that was on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
All that shit was gone by the time they got there.
Or it could be a lie.
They moved too slow. But yeah, if they really believe women out there, they can actually get a warrant, go to his house, and a damn thing he can do about it. And that's what it is. But you telling me Chicago PD can't get a warrant to go to R. Kelly's house, but they got a warrant to go to the Nigerian house, the one that supposedly jumped Jesse Smollett? Man, get the fuck. See what I'm saying? If they want to do it, they could. They don't really want to. They just doing this shit for PR, because they supposedly fucked up the whole Jesse Smollett case. Okay, he was attacked. Now they saying it was staged. Now they saying they don't know, and now they're not even talking about it no more because we got R. Kelly. It's a lot. It's too much, and it's crazy. Jay, what you say about that?
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm sick of it.
I mean,
yeah, I think I'm done. Y'all got anything else?
Nah, that's it. I think we covered everything tonight.
We covered everything tonight. We had about a 40-minute discussion on Game of Thrones, which is dope. I had something else I wanted to talk about, was actually not related at all to none of this story, man. But real quick, did y'all see that the second person that was cured of HIV?
No.
Yes, I saw that.
Really?
Yeah, it was a guy.
I didn't even hear my doctor.
And Dr. CB is dead, so I wonder who did it.
The what now?
Dr. CB is the first person who discovered that you can actually cure it, but he's dead, so I wonder who did it.
Yeah, the person, the second person that was like cured was Timothy Ray Brown, known as the Berlin patient, in quotes. He had HIV for like at least a decade or more.
Mm-hmm.
He had two stem cell transplant, 2007, 2008. But he's been HIV free. But it's been doctors who actually tried to duplicate it, but it didn't work. So they failed. So either the patients end up dying over some complications or something else happened. But yeah. So in 3.5 decades since HIV has been discovered, it has killed 35 million people. So this is groundbreaking. This is the second person that's actually been cured from HIV, like totally clear. They don't have HIV anymore. Now they can do it with anybody they want to now.
Wow.
Without saying, I got HIV, are you okay with that?
Stupid as fuck.
So congratulations to that guy. Now you get ready to take this 6 seconds, right? I'm proud of him.
I don't think he should.
So So, oh man, that's a topic, ain't it, Jay?
You are so stupid.
So
I don't think it should. I don't think you should encourage that.
So in the future,
go ahead and have unprotected sex. You're free. No,
I'm just saying. With his wife.
Listen, I had an ignorant. God, I don't know if I can say that. Never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, you can't. You don't start it.
No, I can't.
Why not?
Okay, I had someone come up to me. It was a young person.
Talk with a mic. Come on.
I can't. I just think that.
What did he say though?
So many young people are so ignorant to how dangerous having unprotected sex is, especially when you're very young and you're opening up your body, just any and everybody, multiple people at a time. So even though he's cured, I think he should still just wrap it up.
But what was you going to say if you think I'm gonna let you off that easy? Now what was you going to say, Jay?
Nothing.
So you gonna tell me the story off air?
No, I cannot.
Yes, you are.
No, I cannot.
Yes, you are.
I just think that it's great that
that's about to be interesting.
I think this is really good.
My relationship's going to end today, and she gonna tell me what she's talking about.
Really?
Tonight ain't gonna be no morning.
I think it's good. I'm glad
we are not talking about this. We're talking about you and your story.
No, I'm glad you brought it up.
So what happened? Okay, let's say the kid works, and let's say in 10 years or so they were able to perfect it, and it's like, okay,
10 years, damn.
Because you gotta do trial and error. That's why it's been failing, and people have been dying. Some of them. So in about 10 years or so, 15, 20, let's say they perfect it, right? If people getting HIV, say, okay,
it's gonna cost a hell of money for the treatment.
Whatever it is, you do what you gotta do. All right, I'm cured from HIV. Boom. All right, let's say now, what the issue is going to be? Should you have to tell people that you had HIV?
You don't.
No.
You don't. You don't.
You ain't got the shit currently, so it don't matter.
Would you think? Is it ethical? Unethical not to tell them that you had it?
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, you might need to.
Don't, because one, if you don't have it anymore,
had it.
If you don't have it anymore, you don't have to. Because what is so strange is that you have to tell somebody if you're HIV positive, but you don't have to tell anybody if you're herpes positive, because herpes is uncurable. But they say herpes won't lead to death like HIV will, but it's still something that's uncurable. It's still an infection, but they claim that some people live with the infection anyway. They're born with the infection.
Yeah, some people are.
So some people are born with HIV and it's not their fault. But
no, you got to.
HIV is
so you wouldn't think that somebody should have to tell that they had HIV?
Not if they're cured from it. So when you're cured from something, then you no longer carry the
Do you know how crazy you would feel?
So
if you slept with somebody and found out they had it after the fact,
it on.
Yeah, like Kenan Wright, he was like, you know how crazy it is if I'm with somebody and I find out they had HIV in the past.
Well, what does it matter if you can't pass it on no more?
That shit matters.
It's like I had a box of crayons.
Not the man's a false equivalent. Get out of here.
Give it to you no more because I lost it on the train. Like, do you get it? I just don't. You cannot. Why would I tell you about some crayons I have if I lost it on the train?
So I knew it.
Your analogy game is so trash.
Just trying to say, I don't think you have to tell them if you no longer have the infection.
I knew it was going to be bad. I knew it was going to be bad.
You no longer have the infection. Why am I telling you about it?
You have to tell them.
Would you? I think you should have to tell them, and I think we should save the discussion for Sunday open talk.
No, because the girl told me
because I don't want to continue. This is too good of a conversation.
No.
Too bad.
Yeah, we got to come back to it. We already running over an hour.
God bless her or whatever.
No. We got to come. No, we go.
Her husband is to-be husband is a big thing against abortion. She had
what the
one.
hell I got to do what I'm talking about?
I'm trying to tell you, she had one, but does it matter? Because it's already in the past.
This is too big of a conversation. I'm about to say too big of an abortion.
Oh God.
Okay. Following your ass up. This is too big of a topic to actually. And if I knew that it was going to lead to this, I wouldn't have brought it up at the end of an episode. I literally thought this was a throwaway topic.
I hope that's correct because I haven't heard anything. I'm sure going to ask my doctor.
I thought it was a throwaway topic. That's why I had at the end of the show. But we going to come back to this for the Sunday open talk show. So if you listening and you made it this far, this is definitely to be continued. Because I'm really trying to get more people, another guest or two on to have this conversation, because this conversation got to be more than just us two, because I already know how Jay feel, you already know how I feel, you know how Kenna feel. So if you made it this far, we appreciate it, but sorry man, we gotta leave you on that cliffhanger, but that's what a good show does anyway. So thank you for listening, Jay. Thank you for being on the show. Kenna, thank you for being on the show. I know it's late.
You know that.
I know it's late, but we'll talk to y'all. But make sure before we got here, head over to our website at theeverydayman.net. Find all of our shows on the Everydayman Network. Subscribe. We everywhere, every podcatcher. We out. Peace.